All right, here we go. I'm going to try to turn so that you guys can really see what I'm doing. It's actually really simple. All I do is start by just drawing a smile on him from side to side. Just a really cute smile. And then I decide, you know what? Let's make him have his tongue sticking out. So I'm going to take the paintbrush and I'm going to dip it in water on the hard end, not the bristle end, but the hard end. And I'm going to make me just a little indent. Whoops, not too much. If you do go all the way through like I just did, it's okay because it's still really soft, so you can put your finger on the inside and you can fix it. As Bob Ross says, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents, okay? So this gives me an opportunity to show you how to fix it. You just work and pull the clay back up from the inside and make sure that you got a good seal on the inside. And then you can take this same little paintbrush, the bristle end this time, and work that end. And that way, you still have a little indent, and you can clean up by going over. But you still have a little indent. Now, the reason you want that little indent is because that's where the tongue is going to come out, and you're going to put a little, I always put just an extra little piece of clay to make a lip. Because, you know, why not? And I'm just, you too. And I'm going to make it just like that, just little bitty. And then we're going to curve it. I'll show you in just a minute. Once we set it down, I'm going to curve it so it matches in to the curve of the mouth. Now, we could leave it like that, or we can put a tongue sticking out of it. Totally whatever kind of personality you want this guy to have. Then I'll push that lip down a little bit, and we'll clean that up. That way he can have a little smirkiness going on. And we make sure that that curve looks like a bottom lip. All right. Now I'm just getting the extra water off of here. All right, the next thing is, even though that scarf is going to wrap all the way around his neck, you still need to have something for it to stick to. So I still recommend you put at least a little bit of scoring, just so that when you run over it with the brush, you know that it's not going to break and come off. And I will take the sponge and dab a little bit of water on it. Again, so that it adheres. The water's like your glue. And then I'm going to take what I've already run off, and I'm going to just kind of wrap it around him. I always make sure it's more than what I need, because it's easier to take away than to add to. So, I'll bring that around, and I'm going to bring this around, and I'm going to decide just how low I want it to go. And then I'm just going to take my finger and cut it with my fingernail. And put that over there. And cut it with my fingernail. Now, go back around with your finger and just make sure that it adhered. I put texture on both sides, so basically it's scored on both sides. And then I'm going to take and run my paintbrush around the top. And yes, I did dip it in water, again, to ensure that that seal happens, and around the bottom. And to clean up any lines that may have got outside of where I actually wanted them to be when I did the scoring, because you want it to be clean. Now, you can decide what you want this scarf to do. Me, I'm going to kind of just have it stick to the body for this one, just because it's simple for right now. Now, remember, your brush strokes will show, so make sure that you, when you put these brush strokes down, that you try to keep them clean. Now, I don't know about you, but there ain't too many folks that when you wear a scarf, you just flop it around your neck like that. So I always want it to look like a knot. So I'm going to lay the pen down, the pen tool, and I'm just going to draw a line in. Then take my finger and push it. And then we're going to do it across this way. That way it looks like you tied it in a knot. And then across that way. And that gives the appearance of being tied in a knot without actually tying anything in a knot. It's an illusion. Now, the only other thing that we would do is put some mittens and some earmuffs on him. And I'm going to get the clay ready here and move this camera back for that.